Okay, so currently we're in first place in the Champions League with 18 points. We're just 2 points ahead of Inter Milan, who have 16. And in La Liga, we are in first place with 57 points, with Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid tied in second with 48 points. And now, this is the squad that we're going to use for our game against Inter Milan. Just our strongest starting 11 here. And Šeško's going to start off here, get it to Rafinha. We're going to try and get this to Nico Williams, but that's going to be intercepted there. Pedri with a great interception there, gets it to Šeško. We're going to get this over to Nico Williams here. We can get a goal here maybe. We're going to take a shot here with Rafinha, but that's going to be saved by the keeper. That's unlucky. And that corner just falls back to Rafinha here. I'm going to pass this to Pedri, get that to Araujo here. Nico Williams with the ball, takes a shot. And that's going to go just wide of the goal there. But we do get this to Lamine, who is running on here fast. Takes a shot. And that's going to go off Bisek onto the post. That would have been a goal there had it been a little bit further back. Now Cancelo has it here. So he's going to get this to the pie. He's going to take a shot. And that's going to go wide of the goal here. And get this to Lamine. And we're going to take another shot here. But that's going to be saved by the keeper as well. And now Rafinha managed to keep the ball there. Gets it to Gavi. We get this over to Lamine here. We're just going to cross this over to Nico Williams if we can. Goes to Rafinha, but Nico Williams with the shot. And Nico Williams scores the first goal of the game with a great pass by Rafinha there. I thought we weren't going to get the ball to him. Now Frattesi gets it to Cancelo. And now they're just playing very passing here, so we just need to make sure we can keep the ball. Now Cancelo has it here, gets that to Martinez, who is going to get past both of our defenders there, and scores a great goal into the top corner. Now Rafinha gets this to Lamine here. We're going to cross this over to Šeško here. Šeško keeps the ball, but he gets tackled right before he can make the shot. Now we're going to cross this over to Lamine. He's going to head that over to Šeško, and Šeško's header is going to go out wide. Now Gavi has it here. And we're going to pass this over to Šeško. We're going to get this over to Nico Williams. We're going to take a shot, but that's going to be blocked by the defender there. And we're going to cross this over. Koundé with the header. That's a great header by Koundé. Now Pedri has it and gets it to Rafinha. And Lamine with the shot here. And Lamine scores to make it 2-1 with a great shot from outside the box. And he hit that with his weak foot as well. And that's a great goal by Lamine to put us 2-1 up. Now, they're just going to pass this up. Now, Barella is running with the ball here. Can Pedri get it? And Pedri cannot intercept those passes. Now, Frimpong here has it. Almost went out there. And that's some good passing by them. And they're going to pass Balde. But Inacio with a great tackle there. Balde gets this to no one. Now, they're on the attack here with Gabri Veiga having it. They're going to take a shot here. And Mignon with a great save there. I thought Inacio was going to block that. Now Araujo has it. No, never mind. Not Araujo has it. But we're going to sub off Inacio. I thought we were going to sub off Araujo though. And Zubimendi is also going to come on. Vitor Roque is going to come on as well. And we're also going to do Ansu Fati for Yamal. And that'll be the only substitutions for now. Now Nico Williams running on the wing here. Can get past the defenders here. We're going to pass this over to Vitor Roque, but that's going to try and go to Rafinha for some reason. Now Kubarsi with a great interception there, but Balde just loses the ball there. Now Vitor Roque has it here. Gets this to Ansu Fati. And we're going to run past the defender here, try and get this to Vitor Roque. We're going to take a shot here with Zubimendi, but that's going to be blocked by the defender. Now Cancelo has it here, gets it to Lautaro. And they're just going to cross this over. That's a great cross there, but Mignon with a great save there. And now they get this to Gabri Veiga. Gets it to Martinez, takes a shot. And Mignon with a great save to deny them the equalizer in the last second of the game. And that's going to be the end of the game here. As Lamine, I think, is going to win man of the match with a great goal there. And I think he also got an assist. No, it was Rafinha. But now we do have the chance to sign Florian Wirtz, Musiala, and Xavi Simons. One of those three. And you all did vote that we should buy Xavi Simons. So we are going to go and try and sign him in this episode. But first, we only have 3 million, so we need to sell some players. And we're going to sell Rafinha, as well as Dani Olmo. We're going to add them both to the transfer list. Hopefully we only have to sell one of them. But this is two, so we get at least enough there. Now we have our game against Madrid. And we're going to start Rafinha again. And this might be his last game for Barcelona. And now we need to win this if we want to extend our unbeaten streak in La Liga. I think it's like 13 or something. Now Rafinha has it here. We're going to get this to Gavi. And now Lamine has it here. We're going to get this to Koundé, who gets past the defender there. And Koundé can get an assist here. Gets it to Lamine. Lamine with a shot. And that was not that good of a shot. And Pedri has it here. We're going to get this to Rafinha. We're going to take a shot here. And that's going to go just wide of the goal. It's very unlucky there. Now Lamine gets this to Pedri. And Nico Williams with a great run there. We're going to take a shot. But that's going to be saved by the keeper there. And I just realized Madrid have got a new keeper. And Nico Williams has the ball here. We're going to cross this over to Rafinha. And Saliba with a great tackle there to stop Rafinha. Now they're on the attack here, and Lamine can't intercept it, and Gavi just causes a foul there, and he's going to get a yellow card there. Now Pedri has it here. We're going to get this over to Lamine, and we're on the counter here. We're just going to pass this to Šeško if we can, but we're unable to, so we're going to pass this to Rafinha here. Now we're going to get it to Šeško. And we tried to get that to Lamine, but that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted again as well. Now Lamine's on the attack again here. Cuts in. And we're going to take a shot here if we can, but we're going to pass this instead. Šeško with the shot. And that's going to go off the defender, I think. But no, that was a goal kick. And now Williams has it. And now we get this ball to Šeško. Tried to get it to Lamine, but got intercepted. Now Lamine has it here, though. Takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Lamine. Curls it into the post and goes in off the post there. And now Modric has it here. And they're going to get this to Mbappe. We just need to get the ball from Mbappe. And we're fine here. Now Fran Garcia has it. And they're going to get this to Vini. Who's going to cross this over to Mbappe with a header. But that's a great stop by Mignon. Now we're going to run forward here with Nico Williams, crosses over to Šeško. And Šeško's header is just going to go over the goal there. Now Rodrigo's on the attack here. He's going to pass that to Mbappe. And Nassi with a great tackle, but Mbappe wins it back immediately after. Now Bellingham gets this to Mbappe. Mbappe gets past both of our defenders, takes a shot, but Mignon with a great save there. And they're going to cross this over. Balde gets it to Inacio though. That's going to be intercepted there with Kimmich having the ball. Takes a shot, but that's another great save by Mignon. Now Rafinha gets this to Šeško. But it's going to be intercepted by Fran Garcia. Now Mbappe has it here. Mbappe just got past Inacio there. So we need to just try and keep them from getting past our defenders. But Mignon with a great collection there. Now we're going to pass this to Nico Williams. That's a great run by him. Crosses over to Šeško. Šeško with the bicycle kick or something. That would have been a great goal, but for Šeško there. We're going to take a shot here with Lamine. But that's going to go just over the goal there. And that would have been a great goal to make it 2-0. Now Mbappe has it here. They're going to pass it back there. Bellingham has it here. But Mignon with a great save. And somehow makes another save there to get it to our player. Now we're going to sub off Gavi for De Jong as he has a yellow card. We're also going to sub on Ansu Fati for Yamal. And then that'll be the only substitutions for now. Now it is going to be a free kick here. Mbappe's going to hit that off the post there. Now Pedri has it here. And we're going to trigger the run for Ansu. Pass it to Ansu Fati, who's through on goal here. And we can make it 2-0 here. Ansu Fati with the shot. And that's a great goal by Ansu Fati, who made a great run on the counter-attack. But that was also a great assist by Pedri there. Now, they start off with the ball here. Modric has it here. Gets it to Bellingham. And Bellingham's playing more defensively. Now, Rodrigo has it. Can get that to Mbappe. That's not offside. Takes a shot. That's going to be a great save by Mignon. And a great double save by Mignon as well. Saves it almost off the line there. And Araujo is going to lose it, but we recover it. Gets it to Ansu. We're going to pass this to Šeško, who's going to take a shot, but that's going to go wide. That could have been 3-0 there. But this game is going to end 2-0 with Lamine and Ansu Fati scoring. And we're going to sim this game versus Anderlecht. And it's going to be a 3-2 loss there. That's unlucky, as our unbeaten streak ends. And Pedri and Šeško were the only scorers for us. Now, Rafinha did get an offer of 137 million, but we are going to negotiate this and try and get a higher price so we don't have to sell like Dani Olmo. And we're going to ask for about 150 million. And let's see if they accept this. And they are going to accept this. So this is on deadline day, so we might have to figure out what we're going to do with signing Xavi Simons. But we do have our game versus Getafe on deadline day, so this is going to be potentially Rafinha's last game of the season. But we are going to sub off Gavi here for Zubimendi, as well as Fermin for Lamine, I think. No, let's do Nico Williams. And we'll switch him and Rafinha there. And we'll also do Kubarsi for Araujo. Let's do Inacio. Actually, no, let's do Araujo. And then let's also put on Thiago Santos for Koundé. And that's how we're going to line up for our game versus Getafe. And now, this is going to be Rafinha's last game for Barcelona, maybe, if he decides to leave for Man City. Now, Fermin starts off with the ball here, gets it to Pedri. Now, we're going to pass this to Rafinha here. And he's going to get tackled right before you could get the pass off. And now they're on the attack here. And Pedri, can he win the ball? But he just runs past the attacker. Balde with a great tackle, though. Now we get this to Pedri here. Šeško has it, gets it to Lamine. Now we're going to cross this over to Rafinha. Rafinha with a shot. And that would have been a great goal by Rafinha there. With a great cross by Lamine. They're going to take a shot there, but that's going to go just wide of the goal. I thought that was going in. And now they're on the attack again here. They're going to get Inacio with a great tackle, but Kubarsi passes it straight into the attacker. Now they're through on goal here. They're going to take a shot, and that's going to go in as they make it 1-0 in the 19th minute of the game. Now Fermin has it. We're going to get this to Balde. We're going to try and get this to Rafinha if we can. Now we're going to pass this to... It's going to get intercepted, never mind. Now Pedri, Fermin with a great interception as we get this to Lamine here. We're going to take a shot. And that's a great goal by Lamine there, as he equalizes us basically 3 minutes after they scored to make it 1-0. And now Inacio makes the tackle there, gets it to Zubimendi, but that is going to be a foul, I guess. Now, we have the ball here. We're going to get this to Rafinha. We're going to pass this to Pedri. Let's try and cross this over to Šeško. And that header is going to go out just wide of the goal there. And they're on the attack again there, but Rafinha with great defending there. Ran all the way back from the attack. Now, Balde could not intercept that header, as they're through on goal again here, but Balde just runs past him. I think he caused a foul there, but it's not going to get called. And that is going to be offside. Now Šeško has it here, gets it to Lamine, whose shot is going to be saved by the keeper. It was a great, powerful shot by Lamine there. And we're going to get this to Rafinha. Get this to Šeško here. Can we score another goal here? We're going to get this to Lamine. And that's a great goal by Lamine. Basically hits it with just enough power to get it over the keeper there. And now Pedri with a great interception there. And we're going to get this to Lamine here. Try to get it to Šeško. Cross this over to Šeško though. We're going to cut in and take the shot. But that's going to be blocked by the defender. We're going to cross this over to Šeško. And that header's going to go just wide as well. Now, almost made the interception there. They get past Kubarsi here. Ignacio needs to make the tackle. That's a great save by Mignon though. Now, Fermin could not win the ball back, nor could Zubimendi, as their throw on goal here takes a shot. And that's another great save by Mignon there. Now they have the ball here. And Balde just could not make the tackle there. And Rafinha is coming back to defend as well. And they're going to get past Santos here. Can he catch up? He's going to try and shove them off the ball. But they're going to cross this over. And now Ignacio with the great tackle there. But that's going to be a foul. They take a free kick. And that's going to be scored. And that's like the second free kick that they've scored in this episode against Barcelona. Now we're going to sub off Lamine here for Nico Williams. Now we're going to switch him and Rafinha. And we're also going to sub off Fermin for Ansu Fati, I think, or Dani Olmo. Let's do Ansu Fati. And then we'll also put in Araujo Koundé for Santos, actually, since Santos is a bit tired there. Now, Nico Williams has the ball here. I'm going to pass this back to Pedri. Get it to Šeško, takes a shot, and that's going to be saved by the keeper there. We're going to get this back to Balde. We're going to cross this over to Rafinha here. And that's a great goal by Rafinha, who scores on what could be his last match of Barcelona. And that's a great cross by Balde, though. Managed to find Rafinha with a great curled pass. Now Koundé wins it back here. Now Kubarsi gets it over to Balde. We're going to cross this over to Zubimendi. Get this to Ansu. And we could not get that pass to Koundé there. Tried to get it to Koundé to start a counter here. But this game is going to end 3-2 with Lamine scoring 2 and Rafinha scoring 1. So that's a great win by us. And now Rafinha is going to accept the transfer to Man City, meaning that we get 150 million to spend. And we're going to try and sign, and they rate that as a D rate. Oh, we could have gotten 187 million. So we're going to try and sign Xavi Simons here. And they want around 150, so we're going to offer just Dani Olmo plus 100 million. See if they accept this. And they're not going to accept it. They're going to want 150 million, which is too much than what we have. So we're going to offer 132 million, and a 15% sell-on clause. And they are going to accept that. So we managed to buy Xavi Simons without having to sell 2 players. So we do get to keep Dani Olmo. And now Xavi Simons seems like he'll be a good signing for us in the attacking midfields. He is young, so he will be able to grow in rating more. But now his first game is going to be against Athletic Club in the Copa de España. Now this is his first touch of the ball here, and he feels faster than what his 82 pace is. Or 83 pace, I think it's 83. Now Adeyemi has the ball here. They're going to get this over to their fullback here. And Koundé just couldn't intercept that, but it is going to be offside, as Xavi Simons has the ball here. We're going to get this over to Lamine. It's a great pass there. Now Lamine's going to get this to Xavi Simons. We're going to take a shot here. And that's going to be saved by the keeper. And Pedri just couldn't score on the rebound there. And that's unlucky for Pedri. Now Balde with a great tackle there. As we get this to Šeško. We're going to get this to Xavi Simons, who passes it over to Nico Williams. And we're going to take a shot here. And Nico Williams scores the first goal of the game here against his former club. And Xavi Simons also got his first assist for Barcelona in his first game as well. So hopefully he can get some more assists this season. Now we're going to get this over to Šeško, but that's going to be a bad pass there. Now Adeyemi's going to get past him, but Xavi Simons does a great tackle there, helping out in the defense as well. Now we're going to get this to Pedri, to Xavi Simons. We're going to take a shot here, but we're going to get tackled before we can make the shot. Now Balde with a great tackle here. So we're going to get this to Xavi Simons. We're going to take a shot here. And that's a great goal by Xavi Simons. Hits it off the post of the goal. And he scores his first goal for Barcelona as well. So now he has 1 goal and 1 assist in his first game. Now they're going to have the ball here, and they can potentially score a goal here, but that's going to be a great save by Mignon. And that's a lucky pass there by Koundé. Almost got intercepted. Now we're going to pass this to Lamine here. And we're going to take a shot, but that's going to be saved by the keeper there. Now they're going to cross this over to their striker, but Araujo with a great interception. And we get this over to Lamine, but that's going to be intercepted there. And they're on the attack here. Get this to Adeyemi. And I don't think our defender's going to be able to catch up to him. And yeah, he scores to make it 2-1 in the 32nd minute. And he's past our defenders again, and this is not looking good for us here. But Gavi with a great interception there. We're going to get this to Xavi Simons here. And we're going to try and get this to Šeško, but we're going to get it to Lamine. We're going to cross it over to Šeško. Šeško could not get the header off though. But we're going to get this to Šeško again. Takes a shot, and that's a great save by the keeper there. Now Araujo has it, gets it to Simons. We're going to pass this, or try and shoot it, but that's going to be saved by the keeper. Now they're through on goal here, but Araujo with a great tackle there. Thought that was going to be a foul with how he fell. But now Araujo gets it to Simons, and we're going to get this over to Nico Williams. And just a pass is going to be intercepted as we get it to Nico Williams. But we are going to lose it again. And that's going to be the end of the first half here. And so Kramaski has the ball here. And get it to Adeyemi. We just need to not let the ball get to Adeyemi, since his pace can outpace all 4 of our defenders. Maybe not Balde. But now they have the ball here. And Nasio with a great tackle, but passes it straight into the attacker there. Now Koundé has it. Now Gavi with the great tackle, I meant, not Pedri. Now we're going to pass this over to Šeško. That's a great touch by Šeško. And Šeško's through on goal here, takes a shot. And Šeško scores to make it 3-1, and that's a second assist for Xavi Simons, who gets 2 assists and 1 goal in his first ever game for Barcelona here. And now Sunset has it here. Šeško with a great tackle there, but I think that was offside. And now they're going to get past Balde here. Balde just runs past him. And now Simons just couldn't win the ball back, but Inacio gets it to Lamine here. And we're going to try and get past the defenders here with Lamine. We're going to end up having to pass it here. Gets fouled there. Gets it to Simons. Can get that back to Lamine here. We're going to take a shot here if we can with Šeško, but that's going to be saved by the keeper, and that would have gone over the bar, I think. Now Lamine has it here. We're going to take a shot, but that's going to go off the defender's head. And now Lamine has it again here. We're going to take a shot. That's going to be blocked by the defender again. And Lamine's shots are getting blocked in this game a lot. Now, they have the ball here, and they get past Balde, who could not make the interception there. And now they have the ball. Pedri just could not block that pass, but it is going to be offside. Now Adeyemi has the ball here. Koundé just cannot catch up to him there. Koundé's running out of stamina as well. And Araujo could not intercept that, but that is going to be a great save by Mignon. And they're going to cross this over, I think. They get it over to Kim Min-jae, who tries to take a shot, but Inacio with a great tackle, but that's going to be a foul, I guess. They have a free kick here. And that's a great free kick as they score to make it 3-2. I think that went into the top corner. Now Simons has the ball here. We're going to get this to Nico Williams. And we're going to get this to Gavi. Back to Lamine here. But he's going to lose the ball there. And this game is going to end 3-2 as we advance to the next stage of the Copa de España. I think we're in the semifinals now. And now Xavi Simons gets man of the match, though, with his goal and 2 assists. And now we are in first place with 63 points. And in the Copa de España, we are going to verse Real Betis in the semifinals. And so Xavi Simons had a great debut with 2 goals and 1 assist. It says 2 goals and 6 assists. Or no, 1 goal and 4 assists. And now Lamine and Šeško are the top scorers for us with 26 and 29. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, bye.